Skate City was one of the first games and one of the best games on Apple Arcade. However, there was something that bothered me about that game. With all of the big cities, where's New York? Well, it's here. Earlier this year, Skate City, New York was launched as an Apple Arcade exclusive. And with a version 1.6 update, there's a new area. It's Queens. But before that, this character needs customization. The triangle circle thing is where you can change the body shape. You can make some pretty chunky looking characters. I'm trying to make the character look like me, but it's not quite right. Maybe it will look better with a hat. Different styles can be unlocked, but I think the basic look is the best. Jeans and t-shirt. Although I didn't like the shoes, but that was easy enough to change. It was just a little bit of skateboarding to get some street cred, so let's get to that. A bit more street cred is needed to unlock Queens. Kinda like a bridge toll. That's more like New York City. This game is about as authentic New York as frozen pizza. That's not to say it's bad, it's just not the same thing. Having lived in New York, I know this is not exactly the look of Queens. It's more of a romanticized version. You can spot tourist attractions, but it's not a New York City subway map. You won't find Skateborough Plaza on there. Although the airport was a nice touch. It was fun seeing the helicopters and the airplanes. Queens is a nice area. It looks pretty. My favorite area in the game is in the challenge mode. The skateboarder jumps across the rooftops. With that nighttime glow and those quick hops, it's just so much fun to play. Here's the best part. You can smash through the studio of the developers. Although I think they're actually in Norway. Anyway, it's still pretty cool. Switching to Pro Skate mode, it's a tour through Manhattan. Do you see that challenge? Complete 3 skate contests? That's the last one I have to complete for level pack 1. Basically, you skate around until a section like this appears. It's an instant skate park competition. This is also fun. Jumping around, doing all those skateboarding tricks. At one point, I was worried I was being too rough on the controller. But then I remembered my 8-bit Do Pro 2 has Hall effect thumbsticks. So, hopefully it holds up. I've been hitting the controls harder than usual because the gameplay is pretty intense. At the end of the skate contest is a nice bonus. That doesn't seem too difficult, right? Unfortunately, it needs to be done 2 more times. That's fairly difficult. Fortunately, there's free skate mode. It's less demanding. There are still objectives to accomplish, but the game is more relaxed about it. The player can be moved to anywhere along the level. That looks cool. The camera angle can be changed too. But that makes it more difficult to see the jumps. Here's a look at Brooklyn. That overhead view makes it look nice. Here's Manhattan. That's something I noticed about this version. I didn't see one of those blooming sunsets. Not like in the original game. New York City does have nice sunsets. I remember riding the Staten Island ferry, floating past the Statue of Liberty. Those were some great sunsets. I wonder if Staten Island is going to be added to this game, or will it continue to be the forgotten borough? Anyway, to summarize the game, if you've played the original but you've maxed out your achievements, Skate City, New York is a new challenge. Completing all of the golds can get tedious, but that difficulty is part of what makes the game entertaining. While it's not a pixel-perfect representation of New York City, I had a nice time playing it. It's a good game.